toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Appalachian State's offense will get first crack at it here. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to...
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Roberts. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The sure hands, it's Barnes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on 1st down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on 2nd down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
The Bobcats will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the grab close to the logo. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
That's reeled in. It's Barnes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, App State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit.
Number 17, on to punt it away.
Let's see what he can do with it. Can they catch him? Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Dances away. Working on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket.
Looking for the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
To the ground with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Returner brings it out to the 14. And Texas State Bobcats will take over.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Got the 1st down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, App State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll run play action. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're working that left side. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Browning.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then. Off the left upright and through. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Breaks into the open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lined up.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Got a man. It's Sparks. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Card in the backfield. It's Browning. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. That's caught. It's Sparks. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Bobcats have their offense in high gear. The give on the option. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Simpson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Evans. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Snap it to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4 down territory. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing ball. Got it stopped.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Will take over. First and 10.
Hold and finds his man on the left. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Sparks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the option. Now the pitch. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. Look out, he's got room. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21 of this 3rd. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up for it.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Off the RPO, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Sparks. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. It's Reddick. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. The kick is on its way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front of the surge by the O-line.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Zings it complete to the right. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Dropping back, it's Sparks. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the inside. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They go to the draw. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish.